Nice.
Oh, Freddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally, after a blackout, after a cable missing or unplugged, after delays of any kind from the taxi into the crowd trying to get into our studio, we are back with our podcast.
We're live.
We are live and alive. We have very special guests tonight from WASAI podcasting couch. Oh no, sorry, that was another thing. Sorry, that is. We revealed something that we were planning on, but yes,
Yeah, that's another project.
That's a secret, all right? Oh.
yeah, that's the next step. Is the next collaboration? Yeah, we are gonna get after Tom Cruise, Morgan Freeman, and
Ryan
Deadpool,
Reynolds. Yeah.
We are gonna have. I cannot reveal the name, but it's gonna be a porn star, probably Rocco Siffredi introducing the podcasting couch.
Podcasting couch.
I'll call him, man. Italians do it better. Welcome to the show, Alice, He Neto Trevino.
Thank you very much, guys,
Thank
for
you.
inviting us.
Cheers,
Thank you,
guys.
thank you.
Cheers, guys. I
Salud,
would love to
salud.
press a button and start the jingle, but no, we don't do. We just go with
It's
the flow.
alright,
We just
it's
do this.
okay.
It's very analogic. Boom.
Boom.
That's
And
how
me
we do
open
it.
a water bottle.
It's,
Cheers.
it's hot water or still just normal water?
Just water.
Oh, okay.
Still
I forgot
and
my
hot.
hot water bottle home, so.
Thanks for coming. It's is it the first time you're on the other side of the mic, by the way?
I think so.
Yes, yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, well,
You're
thank
a
you very much for
virgin.
inviting us. We are really honored to be on your podcast, guys. We follow your podcast, your WeChat channel, and I mean the episode with the guys from the Rib Laugh, man.
Oh,
that's-
fuck, dude.
I needed to take it to put it on the table, man.
That's
that was
legendary.
epic.
You've been through that before, so you
Yes,
know how it goes.
yeah.
Did
And
you guys
know,
get naked too?
say what?
Did you guys get naked as well?
No.
Not that you
got
remember.
naked. Only I got naked.
You
so.
have pictures?
Yes.
Ah, we got videos. It's
That's on Ali's OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yes, we
You gotta pay
can.
for it.
Yeah, we
That's what
can.
I'm
We're gonna
saying.
share that later. Yeah, but I want to say something first. I remember I was in Brass House,
Right.
and you were there,
Right?
and because I followed you before, but I didn't have the chance to meet you, and I went to see. Hey, man, you're doing a good job. I love your podcast, and you were like, oh. Thank you very much, man. And said, all right, see you guys. See
It
you.
was totally unexpected because
Yes.
then I didn't realize also that it was you and that it was I thinking because I wasn't in. Actually, I was talking about job with a person there.
Okay.
That she wanted to make a bar around there. So
Okay.
I was talking with that lady.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And the lady was, wow, okay. So what the fuck? I said, yeah, I do a podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't want to waste the chance to compliment you guys because you guys are doing a really nice job. This is a really nice setup, guys, and like hats off.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Nice.
We're still not fucking fully moved in, but soon. By the end of this month, we should be like.
Well, we
properly set
focused on the basics, the mics and the couch.
Yes,
And from there on,
we have an idea there. Podcasting couch.
you can follow the next episode on the OnlyFans channel of Alice. For the, it's going to be a pilot.
Yeah, it's a pilot. Yeah,
It's a pilot. But no, yeah, we are very happy. As promised, actually, we made
Yes.
a promise
Yeah.
on our podcast together, where unfortunately Shady was busy in the factory.
Yes.
Factory, the book factory, not the factory where they do the silicone dolls.
Yeah,
The
second
factory.
dose, which that was an amazing episode too. Yeah.
But yeah, we talked about it and we promised as long as we had the new studio ready, you would have been our first guest. So we are
It
very
feels like it's
happy
been
to-
ages. I mean, but really, we really appreciate that we are here, and it's a very nice setup.
It was
So-
a different time of the day and a different moment of the year, but we are doing this because some of you might have already just listened to the WASAI podcast a couple of days ago
Yes.
where I was hosted by these amazing guys. So here we take it over.
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And we're going to make sure, as I told you, we go freestyle. There is no plan. As long as we don't say anything, they're going to send me to jail once again. we are fine.
I mean, if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to go
Yeah,
to the
we-
other podcast first, and then you come back to this one.
Yeah, we never talked about the time that Freddy went to jail on this podcast.
Really?
No, so we're never gonna talk about it. So if you do want to know about it, you got to listen.
They go to our podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, man.
Podcast.
Yeah.
We try to keep it G-rated.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be on Alice OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's going to be spot G-rated.
Yeah.
Orgy in
Or
jail.
G-
Or
or
G- or
G-rated. Man, we are taking it to a next level here.
Back.
So I want to know,
Cheers.
man. Like, how did you guys like get together to do your podcast, and how did you come up with the name? Like, one day you guys were fucking doing. I know. Okay, so take it back a step. Both of you guys are in the Shenzhen scene doing stand-up comedy,
Yes.
and you met each other through stand-up, I assume.
Yes, I remember like the first time I saw Neto doing stand-up comedy is at the bar Luna.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he got like super nervous, like I want to try it.
That was your first time?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the
And
first
then he
time.
went on stage and it went well for
Yes,
the
he went-
first timers.
yes,
Yes, it
yeah.
went really well. And he was like, yes, like I'm loving this. And then we're just, I don't know, that connection, like that bond, like made us like comedy buddies.
Right?
And comedy, to be honest, is not like a very easy thing to do. Like you have to write first, and none of us speak like perfectly English.
Yeah, we're
so
not
we
native,
have
no.
to put so much work, and we just like make each other better, especially the writing part. Yeah, so we are just like, wait, like other than stand-up comedy, like we can still do something more. And what about a podcast? And then we create a podcast. But Neto creates the name. So tell them why. What's
Tell about the name. In the beginning, first time I heard it, I thought it was like on a joke about WASAI.
WASAI. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That
Well,
one, right?
That has something to do with it, but at the end, Alice Chinese, me Mexican, long time in China, right? One of the very first expressions that I learned in Chinese was like, "WASAI."
You're bald. What's that?
What sign means you're bald?
No, like WASAI means like wow, like what the fuck, like surprise.
Okay, it can be surprised. It can be like very happy. It can be really exciting.
But
It
maybe
can be,
Neto,
like,
they never told you, say, oh, why? I'm surprised that you don't have
Good.
any hair. Like, it could have been that.
I know. It's just, am I reflecting too much light? No. Yeah. So at the end, as Alice told you guys, we are not English speakers. Number one, right? Number two, we're trying to do English comedy, right? And of course, when I jumped in the very first time, I've always been a fan of stand-up all my life, right? And couple of months before, I managed to host one of the biggest comedians in Latin America. This was Franco Escamilla, that came to Hong Kong, right? So I was the one who was hosting them in Hong Kong to do the show, and I helped them to sell the tickets, and I helped them to make promotion, blah blah. So those guys push me and tell me like, hey man, if you are really into stand up, you need to do stand up. So that was the first time I said, all right, who's in charge of this thing, of the stand up comedy thing? That was Mr. Ryan, and then over there I met Alice and met other buddies. But there was a very nice bond between Alice and me, because yeah, the comedy scene is nice, but sometimes a little bit jealousy. Like,
All right.
I don't take your feedback, so whatever you say to me, I am the comedian, blah blah blah.
Right.
And there was a learning thing. So like, hey Alice, maybe you can do this. Hey Neto, what if you polish on this? So
Like
it
a positive comment
yes,
into
yes.
how to
And then
improve.
we saw that it was working. So of course the whole wave of podcasts in the world came up, and then I remember I said to my wife like, I'm gonna make a podcast. And she's like, do you have the money? Yes. Like your money, not our money. Yes. Then go spend it as whatever you want. So yeah, I bought the whole thing. So I said, okay, me just speaking to the microphone. No, I need someone that can bring real value to the show.
And also, who is better at speaking English? That's what you need.
Yes, so we need a Chinese teaching English. That's the better English, because right now I'm using all my English words right now.
Finish the vocabulary.
And then I will say like yes,
What's
no.
vocabulary? I don't know that word.
So yeah, that's why that's when I come up with Alice and actually the WASAI show it's a format like in Latin America is getting a little bit more famous in a way because Latin American people, we just like to talk about experiences. So I pitched to Alice and said, hey, how about we make a podcast about experiences? We all have experiences, and we just like jump into comedy. And that's what the WASAI show is about.
I mean, it's very cool. The format, the way it's structured. I can speak since I've been in there. Is not only like the personal experience, but also the way you are involving your followers and
yes.
and stuff. So it's like simple, but at the same time, you manage to make it always different in a subtle way. Like
yes.
within the same fil rouge.
Yeah, like every episode, you have like a different topic, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And depending. The very first 4 episodes, we were just talking about different things, and we were like, "Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, like I think we need someone else to bring." So depending on the guest, we drop the topic to our audience,
Right.
and that brings life. That brings it to life. So at the end, when we started, we just getting like 2 stories, 3 stories from our audience.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
At the beginning, yes.
At the beginning, by season 3, we were getting 300 to 400 stories.
Yeah, and by the way, I mean, it's fucking crazy stories, man. At least the one, of course you select, but the one I had to read, it was like, seriously? I thought it was like you made it
Yeah.
up.
Well, what was your topic? Like,
Worst experience in Shenzhen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think
I would remind on the thing to keep it short, but yeah.
And also like we think about, okay, so what kind of story we want to bring to the table? It's like, yeah, like tragedy makes comedy. Then we do tragedy. We do the worst experience of your life, the worst experience on this, the worst experience on that. And and personally, like my friends talk to me, it was like, I love your show, and I really want to like put my stories into it, and I want you to like say my story on the show.
Right.
But it's so bad. I don't want you to say my name because like we're in the same circle. Like I don't want.
Right,
Okay,
yeah,
and then we just like, okay, why don't we put it anonymous? Like you can choose anonymous, and then the best stories, the most terrible story, the worst story are from the anonymous. Like they're the best.
And
But in fact, I mean, for those who follow you, they already know your format and stuff. And and on the other side, we go with the flow. We have no plan, as long as I don't have to end up in jail once again. Everything.
You mentioned it before. All right, got it.
Is allowed. But then I was thinking, I wanted to ask you one thing that maybe all your audience and you yourself, you would never have expected.
Okay.
What is your worst experience doing a podcast?
I was thinking the exact same question. And if I were to answer this question, I would say my worst experience doing a podcast is fucking tonight, dude.
I was about to say,
Yeah. So far,
there was a time that there was one guy.
Excluding tonight. Because next time, Sherry will wait our guest at the noodle shop rather than at Bionic, thanks to the sponsor.
Cheers,
but maybe
cheers, Bionic.
exaggerating tonight.
How can I not make this work?
No, at the end, I think we haven't had like a really bad experience recording WASAI show.
But we got like some like terrible stories. Like you can tell like the audience just messing with you. Like because we set up a survey or whatever, and some of the audience just like writing like brutal sexual stories.
Oh yes.
Also, you mean that? Oh,
Like
well,
in the comments or
Yeah,
something?
you told me that.
No,
yes.
it's just like they share the stories with us, right? And
Well,
there's
so take it back a step. So
Okay.
you're talking about the audience.
yes, they share the stories like
So how do they share their stories? They put a comment on your
No,
post.
They send us email.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
email and the survey. And there's one girl from Shanghai. She just messing with us, and she's
We don't know if it's a girl or if it was a
she tells
guy.
the brutal, like the most brutal story of assault, and it's not.
Oh my God.
Like, it's not even real. Like she just want to messing with us.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
really? How
Yeah.
do you know that?
because I mean, like, and I got
So
raped.
you ask your audience to fucking send you like stories about the most.
Yeah, hey,
So like, what's your worst experience in Shenzhen? And you ask everybody to fucking send you something about
yes, yeah, and you can choose. You can choose to be anonymous, or you can say your name.
that.
But
And then what do you do with this?
we just select 2 or 3 or 4.
And then you say it on the podcast.
Yes.
Really live. The guest.
So while you were there,
We said
I
we-
read- read a story.
for example, what you
This shows that Shady didn't listen to
yeah,
the podcast yet.
yeah, I didn't.
Oh no, but because of course mine is not out yet. But okay.
But like, so you post a question before the podcast.
yes, like
What
3
is
or
your,
4.
What is your most?
I don't know if it's
what
going
is
to
your worst
be.
experience in Shenzhen? What is your worst experience at the gym? What
Yeah,
is your
yeah,
worst
yeah.
experience,
Like we have John Graham too,
Yeah.
right? What's your worst experience in a gym?
Before that, you post that to the audience.
Yes.
And get the stories in.
And get stories before, and then we have access to the program.
And then you
and
pick the ones that you want to read fucking
Yes.
online.
And that's
or, live on
when
the
we
podcast.
select, we check. Does this story has a conflict? Yes. Does this give us material to do comedy? Yes. Okay. Then we pre-select. But there
Right,
are
right, of course you
there are
filter.
ones that I don't know. Worst experience in Shenzhen. Oh, I got into a bus and I fell down.
Right. Some
That's
stupid
yeah.
Lucky guy.
But that's my point.
Man, it's like
So at the end, I mean, of course, we kind of like we select the stories that will give us material, meat.
Yeah, of course, some
to work.
juice.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, then if I think now backwards, of course, the worst podcast experience you might have had, it would have been like tonight because of all the crazy issues that happened, like lockdown, testing, blackout,
Power outage.
cable cut, or
Well,
software update. Okay, let's not consider this as one.
No,
of
no,
those.
no, no, no.
But then I remember that morning, which I arrived 9:30 in Checo, it's like a record, a personal record. Because usually
Fuck,
at that
dude.
time I
9:30
get back
in the
home.
morning is Sheko, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Remember they suddenly started the works next door. They
Oh.
were drilling the wall. Stop.
And I just said like, guys, come on. And I just went like, what the fuck is going on, man? I'm just coming like, oh, okay. What time? Give me 1 hour. Okay. Fuck it. Yeah. But fuck, man. Yeah. So at the end of the day, yeah. I mean, tragedy plus time equals comedy. So
Right.
that's a premise, and that's what we follow in all the experiences.
And one of my our fans, sorry, my only fan.
Only fans.
You're
Okay.
OnlyFans.com.
She has only fans. I have only flans, which is the dessert in my place. So
So one of our fans
Yeah.
said to me like, hey, I buried this story like deep down, and I didn't know like I'm over it, and I just like pushed myself. Okay, maybe I will share it. Maybe I want to share it. And then she shared it, and then she listened it in our podcast. I was like, yeah, I can laugh about it now. So that's kind of way like that is very like interesting and delicate. It's not like this is the connection between us and the audience. Like you can laugh at your pain.
Right.
That is also like a progress of healing, and I think
Absolutely.
yeah.
And something that happened to us in episode 6 on the season 2, we start getting hate, right? Or
Hate?
people offended for what we were saying.
You're
So
gonna be canceled soon, dude.
So-
I'll see on your face.
So what we did is like in our intro, we decide to make a disclaimer. So how to make a disclaimer interesting? we find some people. I'm not gonna say who, blah, blah.
Not just random people, by the way. I can say
But
that.
but that's my point, to make it even more like to emphasize that,
Serious.
hey, if you are easily offended, if you want to cancel us to cancel us for what we say, then this is not your podcast. If you are okay with that, welcome to the WASAI show. Boom. So after that,
Yeah, nice.
then we go. We had the Halloween episode. We make fun.
The one with the two girls?
No, we
No.
we have Rome, another comedian from Dongguan, and then we
Yeah,
have
we got
Mr. Lu.
Mr. Lu is like a very big Chinese comedy club's owner. Like, he's a big deal. And
Well,
you tell,
one
sorry.
of the stories, one thing led to another. It was a one and a half hour long episode. We were saying about the ghost, right? And we were saying like there are no Down syndrome ghosts, right? I know. Hey, it's comedy. Before I got
I'm
canceled.
laughing, man.
I've never heard of it. Down syndrome. I've listened to like so many ghost stories and fucking horror movies.
Yeah. But then, and then Rome and me and Alice, we just jump into the premise, and we just like we just make fun,
let
right?
ourselves go.
So I mean, like we really crossed the line, really crossed it. It was, but then I need to put an alarm besides before the episode, so like, guys, this is an alarm. This episode has an alarm. So we say horrible things. We make fun of people of Down syndrome with this. Don't listen it. If you are really gonna get offended, don't listen to it, please. If you just want to listen, then you are okay. But hey, it's just comedy.
Was it something like, if you're down, don't listen. If you're down to it, please press play? Was it? Jeez.
Terrible.
So yeah, I know it's terrible, but hey, it's comedy. That's it. So at the end, that's the way for us to protect a little bit in this cancellation culture. That's the way we do it.
You know, I think that the thing that might be at the same time interesting and difficult is that we, being Asian Gen expats and people that live abroad, even though you're Chinese and stuff, is a mix of cultures. You can never tell, like, your joke, how far it can go or how soft it can be from the ears or someone else.
Yes.
So that's more
that's
difficult.
that's the whole thing about like comedians and the comedy. Like, you have to know where the line is, and then it's your decision to cross it or not cross it. But you have to take the responsibility of it.
But I think the difference though is like like when you go to stand up in Shenzhen, you kind of have an idea who your audience is, right? You know the people, you've seen them before, you've been at this club before. But once you go online, on the internet,
It's gonna be there forever.
you don't know
Oh, okay. It's a little bit
where the
difficult.
line is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
where they're
there's so
gonna
many
get fucked.
trolls.
Yeah, who's
on
gonna
the
get
internet,
offended?
yeah.
Like, I could say fuck, and all of a sudden someone's just like, this bad mouth motherfucker.
Yeah. So and at the end, I mean, you had the chance to go to Hong Kong to do comedy. I had the chance to go to Hong Kong comedy. Shanghai, Xiamen. You've been in all over the places in China doing comedy, and it's not the same to do comedy here in Shenzhen that to do it in other place. Me also here in China, in Hong Kong, I did in London, I did in US, and I did in Mexico, and it's totally different. And of course, here you feel the comfort that this is your comedy club.
It's your comfort zone.
Yeah, but whenever you go to Hong Kong, I mean, I remember the first time I went to Hong Kong, nobody laughs at all.
Maybe they don't understand.
No, well, maybe my Spanish was really bad.
Your Spanish is really bad. Yeah, like
But
your English.
really, and I have it even online on my YouTube channel. That said, like, nobody laugh at all. But I say like, hey, and the comedians down there say like, hey man, you got the guts to come to Hong Kong to
I think honestly, I think like the Shenzhen comedy scene compared to the Hong Kong comedy scene, like the Shenzhen is kind of in its infant state, and the Hong Kong is more mature.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
one thing
For
is
sure, they're more used to whatever comes from the outside.
yeah, it's
Because
just,
they've been doing this for like
for
so
so
long,
long.
for
So
so
long,
long,
yes.
and
and
the
the
Shenzhen comedy scene is what like
and the crowd is like more
open mic's
mature.
been around
The-
for what 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
more or
The
less.
crowd is more mature because like they are from all over the world,
All over
and
the
they
world, you
already
know?
have the concept
And they've
and
had
already the
acts
idea
from
of
all
the
over
comedy.
world come to
Yes.
Hong Kong.
They already
Yeah.
have like
So-
they're
It's a totally different ballgame. Like Shenzhen's like fucking preschool, kindergarten, and then
Yes.
fucking Hong Kong's like on like high
I
school.
wouldn't say we're kindergarten.
Oh, you definitely fucking.
We're growing.
Yeah,
I mean,
but man,
yeah.
5 years compared to like 20, 30, 40,
Yes,
50 years.
yeah, 100%.
yeah, but at
man.
least we have one.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
Yeah.
and there's other differences that we, compared to here in Hong Kong, on how you can do your comedy and what you can say,
Hong Kong is different. They're used to other things, but then at the end, even though it can be different culture, different place, you will never know how the audience react. It is very personal.
I mean, okay. First of all, like you can't just go to a new city and talk trash on the city, talk trash on the people. So it depends on like what kind of topic, what kind of concept you can say. There is literally no place that you can talk about anything you want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This for
Like
sure,
there's
yeah.
definitely gonna like there's always there's a line there. There's always like issues there. There's always people get offended. Like come on, I didn't say the joke, but a friend of ours, don't say his name, but he said a joke about Donald Trump and the people got offended
in Hong Kong
here.
and Shenzhen.
Yeah, and then
No.
like this Donald Trump, like how can you get offended by that? But the people get offended, and there is a
well, if you would have made a joke about someone else, you would got arrested. So there's a certain line between those two.
all I'm saying is like people now these days like
has a point.
Yeah, is you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
Of course, but at the end, one of the things that I've been taught when writing comedy, that you need to do, how to say it in English, blindado, like
Yeah, you have to go there geared up, like.
geared up. Yeah, I mean, like you need to write your shit and think twice how people can attack you from what you are saying or you're about to say. So at the end, I mean, I've been doing it for 3 years, 5 years, something like that. And at the end, whenever we are writing, we need to think, okay, it's too offensive, or okay, fuck it, I'm gonna say it and let's see how it goes.
Does it happen that the crowd replies? And you don't expect it? Like live, boom.
Every room, every time the audience are different. Like every time it's different. You have like this is the beauty of comedy. Even though you have everything prepared, you have the crowd prepared, you have the jokes prepared, but you have no idea what's gonna actually happen
Right.
on the stage. Yes.
Right.
And it's funny on your head, then it's not funny on the audience.
But like I listen to a lot of like Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
He's like the god of fucking comedy to
Podcast.
me and podcasts,
Yeah.
right? I mean, he's a comedian before he's a podcaster, but the best thing for what he says, like the best thing for a comedian is to like eat a bag of dicks on stage, which is like you're gonna fucking suck, and the audience is not gonna react to you, but then you fucking go home. You think about it, you fucking pull up your pants and you go back out there the next day.
Yes,
and
yes,
do it again.
yes. The worst part is okay. So we always shoot our videos of the show or the open mics to improve ourselves. Improve.
She's an
The
English teacher.
hardest. Shut up. The hardest part is just looking at the footage of ourselves. And okay, this one, I already know I bombed. Like, why have to look at it? I was like, I hated my voice so much. I hate the footage so much. So that is the hardest part we're gonna be through. Like, and that's the every step. Like, every week, after every open mic.
That open mics are the gym of comedy.
Yeah, it's
Right,
that's
right,
that's
right.
the gym,
Yeah,
and then I mean
yeah.
your shows is just like whenever you show what you have trained. That's it. So at the end, something that really help us as a team, because now I see Alice as a team member. of course, we have this project, but then we are working in other things that we just say like, hey, okay, we are a team. All right. How do I? She sent me some of her jokes. What do you think?
Not funny.
Suck.
Not funny.
Did you ever do on stage together as a duo?
We are planning that.
We are planning
Yeah,
that.
we are working on sketch comedy. So yeah, that's something that we are planning.
But
too.
that opens up, even as you on your side as a comedian, a totally new world, because it's not only you talking about things, but you can create the
You have
Q&A
like
or
some
the-
very good ideas about comedy. You should do it. You should try it.
I did
tried
it
it
once.
once.
You know, actually,
How
the first
come?
time I
Drunk.
tried it, you were at Mambo, and I was drunk, and I just decided to do it. I have a video. I don't remember
you
most of
bomb?
it, but
He didn't remember.
no, I have the video to. That's why we are filming the podcast.
Come
by the
back.
way, because
Come back. Try it again.
But you know,
I improvised. I did it. I just was.
and that's one of the things. I mean, there is the improv comedy, and that's the stand-up comedy. And the stand-up comedy, of course, it has a structure thing, and the more you watch comedy, the more you read about comedy, then it gives you more basis to write good comedy, right? So at the end, we share a lot of resources, books. I've taken courses. 2 years ago, I have the chance to go to London, right? To take a stand-up comedy course with Case Murthwaite and the guys from South Park, and
Right. Okay.
right, and all that knowledge. The only person I ever shared those things is with her.
All right. Cool.
So at the
John.
but at the end is like, hey, we are a team, and I learned a lot of things that from big guys in comedy in London. That this gonna help us to grow a little bit more. And yeah, sometimes I'm not saying, oh, I know a lot of stand-up comedy. I suck at comedy, but I do my best. Every time I got into on stage, I just put my life in it.
Right.
5 minutes. But those 5 minutes.
I mean, when I try to impersonate myself into that, it's like, I mean, I know there is a big work behind preparing something that needs to be funny. I mean, if I try to impersonate myself in that, wow, I wouldn't know where to start. But I like to be stupid. And if I improvise something, I mean, you have seen even now in the podcast. I mean, you say something, I just have an answer for it. So I like to improvise. I was doing radio, commenting like in a stupid way soccer matches when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And when it happened, like when I did it there at Mambo, I was just closing up, just commenting what the other people said.
That's a type of comedy.
In their comedy thing. So I wouldn't know how to prepare. I wouldn't know how to be funny by plan. But I like to say bullshit. Talk about stupid stuff.
and that's what most people say. Like, okay, I'm funny, right? But when you take it seriously, and you say like, hey, I'm gonna hit on stage. Right.
And get up there and fucking.
And you know you have to be there in that moment for that thing. That is.
Okay. You should try something simple. Have you watched talk shows like a late show, late night show? Like
like
they
that.
they have like a news and then they comment on the news. You can do that.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good
And
start.
at the end, it's a summary of things. If you want to be body funny, then there is clown.
Right.
Right. If you want to be late night funny, then you go on the news and you make fun of the news.
The current events and shit.
Yes. Okay. You want to be a monologue funny? Okay, then you go on stand-up comedy, and
Or
when
carrot
you
want to be props, carrot top.
the puppets, yeah. And at the end,
Okay, I have a question about puppets. Like when you do the puppet show, like are you actually just fisting the puppet?
yes,
Yeah,
of course, and that's one of the basic jokes when you are doing comedy with a puppet, like. Stop putting my hand on your ass, right? It's just a very, very easy joke, but And at the end, is that props comedy, late night comedy, clown, and all that thing englobes to one thing, which is doing comedy, and that for me blows my mind. In order to all those concepts to land it in a piece of paper and then just perform it in stage. That's something that.
And also because I think that the hardest part when you want or have to prepare it is that there is a pace about it, there's a rhythm about it that you really have to remember to make that rhythm and that building up happening.
It's so hard. Even though like you're so good at writing, you know the setup, you know the punchline, but the different way you talk about it, it has different impacts. You have to find the perfect timing, the perfect delivery, the perfect way, the perfect tone, the perfect action, the perfect like even like eye contact to make it the best effect. Like that is what I'm trying to struggling right now.
One question for both of you. I mean, I understand from what you were saying before, Neto, that you did also the comedy in your own language in Spanish.
Yes.
You also do it in Chinese, Alice?
No,
because
I did it.
Oh,
I
yeah?
fucking suck.
people were crying.
Fucking suck. No, here's the thing. Okay, I'm not saying like Chinese comedy is weird or something.
Could you say the same kind of content? Because your English content is very sexual. You're very sexual.
Very sexual.
Comedy.
Sexual.
Sexual.
Yeah. Sexy and
It's like,
sexual.
sexual.
Yeah. I remember
So-
that.
Alice gagged me in the throat.
Okay,
I will take out the video later. I remember all my only one stand-up comedy. I remember I was joking.
So you don't
about
do that
you.
in Chinese too? So what
Okay,
was the
so
difference?
first of all, let me tell you what's the difference between Chinese scenes and English scenes. So
And we are not talking about
no, okay.
the length of the
No,
The length
no,
of
you
the
won't go to jail.
charisma.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
no, the length of the
the
show.
jokes, right?
The length of the joke.
Yes, of course. Maybe it's
We're
a
not
little
talking
bit
about the
short on Chinese.
Because you know Chinese is very short
Very
characters.
lengthy.
You speak very fast.
Oh.
So we're not talking about the length of the joke, right?
I'm done.
Sorry.
You see, you need to go to the stage, man.
All I'm saying is like when you go to an English scene, like people are drinking, people are trying to have a good time. I'm here just to laugh.
So you can
But
say more
in
things.
Chinese scene, you don't have bars, you don't have alcohol. People just sitting there like a conference room, one by one, and they're really close to the stage. Sometimes there's not a stage, and people just like staring at it. And then sometimes like they take notes, like you know what, this is not funny, or sometimes they just like it's not right, like you can't say that, like that is offensive or something like that. But and also like I can't talk about sex stuff at all. I tried, but people just like.
What is
That
sex?
bitch is crazy. Like,
What is sex? What? Pee-pee?
But you remember? Can I bring down like out of the blue like this new I read? I think it was about a year ago. This couple, Chinese couple, made complaint about the doctor and the hospital that they never told them why they were not getting child because nobody told them that you don't do it from
The butt.
bat.
Back
I
door.
said nobody told us, and they were doing it. Say, you know,
Come
stop smoking,
on.
don't drink, and stuff. And they didn't understand.
Come on,
The
that
guy
is-
was doing it in the wrong hole,
that's
or
not-
he has two dicks, and one of them was not
that
working.
is one.
I mean,
Okay,
Either way,
come on, that is one case. Come on, like if we don't know what sex is, how come we have so many?
So many people. Yeah.
Of course we know sex. Of course we have sex. Of course we know a lot about sex. But the thing is, like because of the culture, we're shy and we just don't talk about it, like you guys. Even though we're good at it, we don't
sex.
grab it. You know, like we don't brag about it.
Penis. We talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about it.
Okay, so I have another question for you guys. So I can get in a little
watch
dirty.
out. Wait, where is my seatbelt? Okay, right.
No, it's peachy.
Okay,
So-
cool.
So how the fuck?
Okay, sorry. I thought it was PG, man. What the fuck is that?
Just let me finish what I'm about to say.
Yeah, all right. All right.
So
Balls.
either it's a fucking fraud, or how the fuck do you get Morgan Freeman to do the intro to your podcast?
Okay.
I think that's a question.
So, yeah. I
And I
started.
looked on Fiverr and I can find fucking a dozen Morgan Freemans. on
Yes,
Fiverr.
there are a lot of
Yeah.
of Morgan Freeman impersonators, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, and I get the same thing that hey, you
By
you.
the way, in our podcast, for those who listen, you told me what you did before doing what you do, and so just go to that and listen. It's a quite crazy.
Yeah. Well, at the end, everybody would say it's Fiverr thing, and before for comedy, for a routine I did like 2 years ago, I used the Fiverr thing, right? But once I get the Fiverr thing, I said like, hey, I know a guy that does movies. I studied in Hangzhou back in 2007 with a guy that, big shout out for Steven. That guy is the sound guy for it was the sound guy for Villa Capri, which by that time they were recording with Tommy Lee Jones and Morgan Freeman, right? So I asked, hey man, this guy knows a lot of people in LA. I have this idea of the disclaimer. When whoever can help us to do this shit, that would be fucking amazing. All right, no worries, man. Just send it to me. Let's see how, what we can do. All right, sure. 10 days later, he said, like, hey man, enjoy. Poof. And he sent me the whole thing.
Man.
So that's what he did to me. So that's what how I got this guy. That's what I did. Yeah. So there was this guy.
And then why the fuck you change it?
Huh?
Season 3, you changed this to someone else?
Yes.
Man,
Ryan Reynolds.
But if you can have a different one, why not?
Because I asked
nobody fucking knows the voice of Ryan
Wait a
Reynolds,
moment.
dude.
Here I have to step in because I said, well, when you remember
Because
when
everybody
you, when
knows
you, when
fucking
you
Morgan
sent me this,
Freeman.
I say,
It's
you know,
different.
The voice
we
of
were
Ryan
talking
Reynolds,
about
nobody
that.
fucking knows, dude. I didn't know. I listened to it. I was like, if I don't know the fucking name, I have no idea who the fuck this is. But everybody in the fucking whole universe fucking knows Morgan Freeman voice.
Yes, so
that's
that's one of my remember when I said like the disclaimers I wanted to be special. So I used this same guy. Said like, hey man, it's me again. We're gonna do season 3. Anyone that you can? Hey man, I don't know. I came up with kind of a script. So, all right, send it to me, right? And it was just like, oh god, let's get this over with. Blah 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 blah, right? So at the end, this guy, hey man, I got this guy, but he's charging money. All right, how much money? This amount of money. All right, fuck it. Let's just go for it. So this guy record his 3-4 lines, and that's it. And then what we did, we got another friend who record Thor, because we did like a sketch, right? Mm-hmm. So like disclaimer from the cheapest superheroes the WASAI show can afford. And then the whole producing the whole jingle, it was like a trailer.
Right.
So it was just like all right, let's get this over with. But what would you say? I don't know, something for the WASAI show. Blah 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 blah. So that's what we did.
I feel like
I mean,
the
it was
reason.
good. Like I like the sketch, but like.
Okay, you have to get over of the voice. Like we change it. We change it to new ones. But I think why we made it happen because Neto is just he have connected connections.
I understand
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
there's like no offense.
No, it's all right.
About it. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is a fucking superstar and fucking Happy Days.
Yeah, so-
Deadpool is one of my favorite fucking super.
You made me watch Deadpool after
Man, I
that,
pushed
by the
you
way,
to
which I
watch it.
loved
Yeah,
it. I didn't
love
know
that movie.
it.
It's fucking amazing.
I was watching Deadpool on the way to
But-
Chekhov.
If I have to go from fucking a Morgan Freeman intro to a fucking Ryan Reynolds intro,
All right.
it's like fucking like, it's like you married a trophy, but then you fucking moved down to the village bitch. You know, it's like.
You can
That's
listen
just my
to.
opinion. That's just my
It's alright.
opinion.
It's
It's okay, it's
You
okay.
know?
But you can listen to the season 2 again.
And
They're all Morgan Freeman. So
there is, for example.
Okay. No.
It's alright.
Just say it again. Why don't you fucking use Morgan Freeman for like 5 seasons, and then like fuck, and then you can move on to some man. He's fucking like he's the best. Man, he's the voice of God.
Yeah. And we make fun of make him. Mr. Morgan, can you take us? What do you want, Alice? Coffee?
hot water.
Oh, hot water. Okay, yeah, we always make fun of that. But at the end, it's every season in our minds just to renovate, to make it different, right? And at the end, for example, if you listen to the Christmas episode, I got a guy from London that make Santa Claus, right? And the whole intro and even the disclaimer is Santa Claus. If you go for Halloween, there is a very creepy voice telling the whole thing. So that's the style that we are looking for. So at the end, we try to be in a way different.
Man,
But it's very
definitely
cool because also like what I also like is that because you are very much triggering your audience, not only for sharing their stories and stuff, and also when the new season is about to come in that month that you're offline, trying to make them guess who it is. Like you're really
The production
your
value
audience,
is fucking super good. Like it's super high.
I
Like
remember that the last one, if I can say.
Yeah.
Because like with the
Tom Cruise,
It
yeah.
was like this whole vibe for 1 week. People was going on. You were sharing the photo, pixel, X pixel, and
Yes,
stuff. It brought a huge followers.
Hype,
That.
yes.
Then I agree with you, Shady, that like in terms of voice, I think Morgan Freeman is the most recognizable voice after the Pope in the world. I mean,
fuck before the Pope. I don't even know the fucking Pope's voice. Maybe you're Italian. You have a small fucking majority that knows the fucking
well, I'm
Pope's
just saying the
voice,
Pope
dude,
because
but-
probably the audience of the Pope is bigger than any other movie. So
Fuck
in general,
that, dude. No way. I bet you do a fucking worldwide poll, and you put the fucking Pope's voice and Morgan Freeman's voice. I bet you fucking money that more people know Morgan Freeman's voice. I understand
I mean, yeah,
Catholicism is big in the
just
world.
saying anyway that I don't know if anyone can be more than Morgan Freeman. Maybe just by the Pope because it does a mess all over the world.
But one of the things that
Half the world.
always it's in between is like you cannot say that it's Morgan Freeman on your intro, or even like when you mention, you say.
You don't need to. You fucking just hear it, dude.
But disclaimer from Mr. Freeman, and I'm respecting what we agree to.
right.
In the season 3, from the cheapest superheroes the WASAI show can afford. I never say is.
Yeah, because then you have the rights. of
Yes,
the-
Yeah,
that's
yes,
what.
yes.
That's one of the things that I respect from the thing. So at the end, I don't put in risk my friend's reputation, and they're doing it's all right. I mean, it's just. I mean, we are a small podcast in a way, but at the end, it gives value for us, and I believe for the audience. Like, hey guys, you guys have these guys, and then the production, and when we are producing season 4, social distance edition, that we are going to do on Zoom to bring people from out of China, right?
Yes.
And doing the thing with this guy, we say Mr. Ethan Hunt.
Right.
From,
right.
we have a Mission Impossible, right? Mr. Ethan, blah 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 blah. So and then one of the sketches that I write, there is a Beavis and Butthead sketch, right? And then I found guys that they did like Beavis and Butthead, really nice. I mean, not the guys, but really close. For season 4, we wanted to take it a little bit retro, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, when we were
Well,
writing,
retro for you, like I never heard of it because
yeah.
I'm that young.
yeah, when I said like Alice,
They don't do it in China, by the way. I mean,
Fuck,
what?
Beavis and Butthead? No way, dude.
you don't know
way.
what? Yeah, you know
No,
who?
I know.
yeah.
But I wonder if
She
in
didn't
China
know.
they ever
Yeah.
show
She
But
it.
I'm
didn't
in
know.
my 20s, like
They don't
it's
show it,
before
right?
No,
my
of course
birth.
not, of course not. But like, for me, it's like a big influence. Like,
Yeah, man, I was fucking.
so yeah, and when we were writing the sketch, it was like, okay, so what are we gonna do? Okay, social distance edition, because we're gonna bring people from all over the world to in Zoom, blah blah. How about like, hey, you are in a quiet place, and then you don't find the internet, and then whenever you connect. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, so we came up with that, and then there was a connection, a friend that has this straight line with Mr. Cruz, and he said like, yeah man, but this guy charged like tripled what we were used to charge, but like, all right, I think I need to sell more tacos then, in order to get the podcast to the next level. So yeah, say okay, I will send the script. It's like, hey, Mr. Ethan, do you copy? Yeah, but what we ask is like, you need to say your famous lines. That's it. It's just like, help me help you, right? Or show me the money.
Right.
All those things. So it's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of bucks. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. So yeah. So I mean, at the end, the WASAI show has become, of course, an investment for us. Equipment, production, right? We wanted to jump into the video podcast, right? And we bought the Black Magic thing, switcher.
Fuck, Black Magic.
light.
Yeah.
That's like fucking top
yeah.
dollar, dude.
So we bought the Black Magic switcher. We rent some cameras, right? And we were all set. And then like the Black Magic wasn't working the proper way. So like
Deja vu.
Yeah. So we were like, fuck. Okay, well that maybe it's not the time. So I mean, we might go on video podcast, but still we just the traditional way.
Well, season 4 might bring bad luck since we are in China, number 4. Right?
Right?
For the reason that it didn't work, I mean, the black
that's
magic.
Just like if you believe it, you believe it. If you don't believe it, it's not true. So
just shit happens
I don't believe
sometimes.
it,
You
so.
know?
Yeah, well,
It's not
at the
true.
end, I mean, we want to keep this this WASAI show going, and people is loving it, and we love whenever we post, and then we see our reproductions. Yeah, our plays,
Reproduction?
Reproduction
No,
depends in what context we
I
are
don't
putting
know
it.
how to say in English. The plays, how many plays we have in?
Oh, right.
Right,
Yeah.
and well, in Spanish is
Listeners,
reproduction,
plays,
yeah. And we see every
Your
time.
views, right? Views.
Yeah, views. Yeah. So at the end, that's what keep us happy, right? And sometimes Alice, hey, we just hit 10,000. Hey, we just hit 20,000. Hey, like, yay, right? But that was keep us. That what is keeping us doing what we're doing. I mean, and at the end, we do 2 weeks, 10 guests. Boom.
Dance, boom.
We're done. Okay, then we just produce a little bit, and then we just can relax. We can do our
Comedy,
routines, blah 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 blah,
And
and then we just focus again.
And also, there's a reason like why I'm putting so much effort on it, because I'm doing it with him. Like that's it. Like okay, I've been working with someone before, not at comedy, but other things. Like either those people have passion, or they just like don't have passion. They just okay, tell me what to do. So with him, like Neto is very passionate, and he's willing to put on the hard work, the dirtiest work. And I feel like this is some people that I can grow with, grow up with. This is someone I want to, even though we don't be like the best podcast or like the biggest podcast. It doesn't matter. Like,
well, we're doing it right.
Yeah.
You guys are doing it right. We're
it's
trying
like
to do it right. You guys are trying to do it right.
Yeah.
That's the right way to do it. I mean, why to do one thing, not just like
so
Yes. So I mean,
half-hearted.
Yeah.
at the end, you never know when your project, our project, was gonna boom, right? And you guys are prepared. We guys are prepared. Fuck it, we can take it from there.
Yeah.
But at the end, what she was saying, and of course, you guys are also passionate with it. The designer, us. It's just a matter of being passionate of what you do, and that's something that
And
we
love
need to
it.
live in.
If you wouldn't like it or have that passion, you wouldn't put your time in that. I mean, it is not like
Like for me, my wife is it's he just
It's still there.
No. She's my best
You didn't
friend.
sell the
No,
house yet.
and she always make fun that I say that she's my best friend, but she always say like, so now you are a podcaster, right? Yes, go for it.
And before you were a YouTuber.
That's my point. Before, when I met her, I was a YouTuber doing my travel channel and traveling all the places and editing.
Yeah, man, I was surprised, because when I first kind of met you,
Yes.
like it was through with Troy.
Yes,
You-
Troy. Yeah, you went.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you went to my place. Yeah.
So then I looked you up and I was like, fuck, this guy's been here and there and he's making these fucking videos and so fuck, man, he's like, he knows the grind. He's been doing it. The next thing you know, boom, podcast with Alice. And
Yeah.
I knew Alice for a long time before I ever fucking.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
connected with you.
that time we just talked just a little bit. You were eating with Troy,
Yeah.
blah blah. Yeah, but at the end, it's like that. Oh, so now you are YouTuber. Now you are a comedian.
Podcaster.
Now you are a manager. Now you're like, what's next? Whatever it comes to my mind. Like one of the things that we're working now. I'm gonna say it.
the podcasting couch. Yes.
No, podcasting couch. That's a project with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we call a callback.
Yes.
Good job.
We are polishing our routines, right, to do shows. But I have producers in Miami and in New York. They are doing beats, so we can do comedy rap songs
Wow.
produced the right way. So, I mean, these guys are really nice producers. They are doing original music for us.
Amazing, man.
And one of the things
So
like
you guys been practicing? You guys been rapping?
I mean,
You too, Alice?
She's
I can't
helping me.
rap.
She's
I-
helping me.
I cannot.
I've-
rap.
So it's just you.
Yes, but she is helping me to
So
write.
we give you a beat and you can start rapping.
Yes, and I never rap in my life. Never,
Really?
never, ever, ever,
Can you
ever.
freestyle.
But can
No,
you,
no, freestyle.
Alice, can you twerk?
I
Because that
forgot
goes
yeah.
because that goes well. but-
Yeah. So
So can we end this podcast with you freestyling and Alice twerking on your face?
no, we tried. Wait. We tried once to freestyle. Remember with 21?
Oh,
For those of you who follow us on the video, man, there's something you should check.
we tried freestyle once.
Yes, it was on
21.
Christmas.
Yes, Christmas.
Yeah, 21, which is a very nice Chinese freestyler rapper. Yeah. And she said like, okay, guys,
Oh, 21 is cool.
I will give you the beat, and then he was like blah 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 blah, and then Alice, yeah,
21.
21, 22.
22.
No, freestyling is very difficult. I mean, I got in Spanish might be a little bit easy, and in Chinese will be easier too. But and we spend 2 hours writing, and then I say like, no, I don't like this. Okay, how do we rhyme this with this? And the whole process is very nice, and it's a very creative shit. And when you saw the producers, one doing the mariachi part and the yes, I will show you something. I'm gonna just disclose this shit, but I really, It's really nice. It's really nice. I got a mariachi guy in Miami. Doing
what kind of
the.
mariachi guy? Like playing
Antonio Banderas.
Hold on,
Is he
hold
playing
on.
an instrument or is he singing?
No.
Can you do mariachi?
Is this? No, this one no.
No?
Hold on.
Can you beatbox?
Oh,
Fuck, dude. I was gonna put you on here.
We are checking with our audience, but we don't have a positive
Yeah,
response.
we have a
in
live
terms,
audience today for the first time of our
yes.
podcasting.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tony. Señorita, por favor. Thank you very much.
Can you beatbox, Liv?
Can you do the bear?
Can you twerk in his face?
Yeah, he really wants to see some twerking.
Fuck, dude.
I'm
Yeah, not right now though. Not in this fucking.
hold on, I'm just loading the shit.
We're very curious about it.
Come on.
In the meanwhile, while we are loading, for those of you who follow us in the video, I want to say, one moment, I need one thing.
Freddy's going around looking for something. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's doing something. He's unplugging shit over here.
Where is it?
He's trying to make an announcement.
With a fan?
For those of you who follow us online and on the video, you can also find us on the OnlyFans channel, our OnlyFans. So please
Oh shit!
follow us on OnlyFans. We'll send the QR code and everything.
Yes. That's
You
Freddy's only fan.
You should do comedy, man.
You got that keep it up for the final thing. Oh man.
He's our biggest fan.
Yes.
There's nothing.
And he's a large fan. Yeah.
That's quite large.
I mean, if you go to my place, you can have the flan, so it's only flans. And then Ali's only fans. You have Shady's fans or?
No, I got 3 of them.
Okay, you see.
For every part of my existence.
So this is exclusively on exclusiva. This is the premiere. Yes, the first time ever I shared the beat.
So you're gonna freestyle with the beat.
No, I'm not gonna freestyle the beat. I'm just gonna share.
You're gonna share the beat, but you're not gonna
But
freestyle.
Ali
I
is gonna
cannot.
work on it. Not even that.
Come on, let's freestyle. Freddy likes to freestyle.
Okay, you like to freestyle? Freddy,
Bring it
Shady,
on.
Alice, the Mexican.
Feel the flow. To my toe. 1, 2, 3. ER Sun. Follow me on OnlyFans. Boom.
Aquí estamos
Bring it
con el
on,
Shady,
yo.
aquí estamos con el Freddy, aquí estamos con Alice. Yo no sé qué pasa Alice, pero sin embargo yo no sé, solo quiero decir una cosa. Yo solo sé que parlo italiano.
Y comprendo un poco de español.
Español. Italiano. Italiano.
Spanish.
Americano. Io questo ragazzo l'ultimo della sera devo dire che mi dispiace ordinare l'atmosfera se potessi davanti e ti 4 anni non dipende da me, quindi con dolore che vi do la buonanotte, tu una festa, tu una ripartire il disco è finita la serata, devo dire grazie a tutti, un affogato, un osservato.
Yo, that was cool.
I can't understand any of it.
What? You
It sounded good.
You
Sounded
can do
good.
a cappella.
So
A cappella with
No, I
music.
can't
Man,
do
I loved
shit,
it.
dude.
this is, I mean,
It was good though. I mean, I didn't know what you were saying, but
Yeah,
it
of course,
sounded
that
good.
was-
It's kind
that
of the hybrid in between rap and mariachi. I can really understand.
yeah,
It's the mariachi.
the Marapchi. Yeah, so that's one of the things that we are working on, and at the end to end the routine, we're gonna rap on something comedy, right?
That's
and
cool, man.
and it's
Alice is gonna rap too.
I'm
she's
gonna
gonna
twerk.
twerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And drip.
You didn't just-
Like strip.
No, you serious?
If you want to know more,
By Drip Lab, man, of course.
hey, big shout out to the Drip Black guys. We love you guys. Yeah,
Fuck, dude.
And
When's this gonna happen? I'm gonna show up, dude. We'll promote it for you guys.
man, yep. At the end, it's all about doing things that make us different a little bit.
Right,
and you guys are
right,
doing
right,
something different. We are doing also something different, and that's what we are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. One thing brings to the others, and then on the path, good things and bad things happen. For example, tonight we've had a lot of things happening.
A lot of things
Police
happen.
coming, blackout, cable missing, whatever it was. But what I'm sure that we all do is that first of all we put passion. in
Yes.
it. We do it not only for ourselves enjoying it, but also for our audience, hoping that they enjoy it. And we have
And
a
it
big
helps to
laugh
have a
about it.
fucking good partner. Like I don't think you guys would fucking be as successful without each other. You know, doing it together.
Yes.
Imagine if put yourself in my shoes. What about I rap and Shady twerks?
Oh.
Can you twerk? Can you twerk
If I can twerk on your face, you have a deal.
on the couch? On the
Whatever.
podcast.
Yeah,
Fucking
podcasting
teabag you.
couch. That's
What's
it.
he gonna do?
I'll wear the speedos with the fucking tight up my butthole, and then
Good, man.
I thought it was a G-rated. This, I mean, I'm not gonna clap it for closing, but I think we are about where things are gonna go south. So first of all, I want to
Really
thank
go fouls.
our biggest fan. I introduced you already. Thanks for the patience.
No,
and thanks
man.
for being here, Neto and Alice. All of you guys that follow us and don't follow them yet, you will find all the links
check
down
them
here
out.
below.
Yes.
A couple of days ago, my podcast with them came out. So if you want to know why I'm still free and not in jail
Free man.
yet, it's not because of Mr. Free Man, but it's because of all the story we told before, and because of social distancing, probably. Considering the cable troubles, probably Shade is gonna be in season 4, making sure we don't sit in the same room. And thanks for all of you, for the audience and everyone. For
Yay,
having
live
me here
audience.
tonight.
Thank you,
You're the
guys.
best.
yeah, the best
big up
the best
for-
audience we ever had, and the only audience.
A big up
Big up
for
to Tony,
the Bionic Brew
Liv,
for the
Bionic Brew.
Sponsor.
nice beers. And if we are still gonna be here, you're gonna listen to us for the next episode. Otherwise, ask through an email to Neto and Alice.
So how do I
what
email
was the
you all
worst
my problems?
experience?
If I want to email you my problems, I send it to who?
You can just send it to me.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the email address?
No, you can just send it to me, like a PM me.
No, I don't want to. I want to send it to the official WASAI.
Anonymous?
WASAI.
wanna be
Alice
another
at WASAI show, the WASAIshow.com.
Okay, so I'm gonna fucking bombard you with all my bullshit.
Guys, well, in the name of Alice and me, thank you very much for the invite. We really have a good time here. At the end, we are passionate guys, and what you are doing a great job. And
Appreciate it.
I personally, before knowing you and of course being here, I already see that you guys are doing a great job.
Yes.
And for that I hats off, and I'm also a big fan of you guys. And also Alice, you want to say something?
She's already following me on OnlyFans, by the way, so I know.
Okay.
Thank you so much for inviting us, and I love this room, especially the couch, and also
Podcasting couch.
It looks
Soon, the
comfy.
first pilot about the podcasting couch will be
Yeah.
released soon, so please follow us.
Yeah,
And-
exclusive content.
Exclusive content.
Yes.
and thank
yeah.
you for being on our show.
Yes,
It's-
thank you very much, guys. Hey, we have an invitation for you, man.
Shit is
Whenever you're not on a factory or you're busy,
I'm
man.
I'm shy.
Yeah,
we
man.
can send the puppet.
Yeah, well, yeah, we have the puppets there. Yeah, yeah, we have an amazing time. Thank you very much for the invite.
Yes.
Please listen to your podcast, listen to our podcast, and at the end, we are from the same community.
Exactly.
Boom. WASAI and designer.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Out.
Don't drink and drive. Just drink
Don't
hot
drink
water.
and drive.
Don't-
Follow them.
Yes.
We're out.
Yeah.
Boom.
Don't drink hot water like Alice. That's it.